Thursday night. It is Thursday Night Football. I am just headed out for the evening here to go make some deliveries. I hope everyone is doing awesome. Just want to invite you to like and subscribe right as you're coming on in, if you're watching live or on replay. But if you're watching on replay, especially subscribe, because while it is fun to watch these live streams afterwards, it's more fun when you are participating in it as they happen. And so by subscribing and hitting that notification button, then we will make sure, if YouTube listens to us, that you get notified when we go live. So hope everybody is doing awesome this evening. Hello, Lisa. How are you today? Once again, as kind of has been my schedule this week, this is the first time I'm going out to deliver. Grammy, how's it going? You only got two? Oh, that does not sound, that does not bode well for me. So, literally just got everybody home. My youngest daughter had her very first dance recital today, so that was very exciting. I'm gonna get some pictures and video up on the Patreon for those who want to follow along there. I'm still gonna kind of keep using that as kind of like Facebook-ish, I guess, is the best way that we're gonna kind of use that, as well as some other personal growth stuff there. So patreon.com/asideofhustle if you want to hop on and see those pictures and videos. That'll probably go up probably tomorrow, because yeah, whatever. KC, welcome. How's it going tonight? Hope you guys are all doing awesome. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in. I would totally appreciate that. We are going to be talking football tonight as well. I literally am just getting everything organized here. Don't even have my headphones on or anything like that. Just got our first junky Uber Eats order. So Lisa said it was slow out there for her tonight. We shall see how things are, but we're going to plan on talking football and going to try to stay on. As long as there's deliveries, we're going to try to at least stay on till or through halftime. Kind of the goal here tonight. There is still a lot of cars out on the road for 6:30. It feels a lot later than 6:30. I'm not going to lie about that. So we're going to make our way to downtown. Before we turn DoorDash on, we'll see if there is we have like an accident going on. We got all sorts of stuff going on. Who knows what's going on? Cat and Jack, how's it going tonight? Yes, Commanders Eagles. This is definitely one of the better Thursday Night Football games I think we've had this season, at least in terms of top teams potentially matching up. So, hope everybody's doing awesome. Yeah, so it's Washington Commanders, Philadelphia Eagles, so we're going to be talking a lot about that, as well as football in general. I'm going to do what I normally do, especially in light of our Grassi raid. When his stream goes live, I'm going to be listening to that. That's going to be the information that I'll also be passing on to you. So it's kind of like listening to someone who's watching the game. So you're getting like third-hand commentary on stuff. So you'll probably see things faster if you're actually able to listen to the radio or watch TV directly. But nonetheless, we're going to have some fun with that as well. We crashed through. This is the third day in a row we hit another 100 subscriber level. So today we crashed through 1,200 subscribers. Mind you, so Sunday night, guys, Sunday night we were at 781. It has been quite a ride here for the last 4 or 5 days. Sunday night we were at 781. And yeah, it's just been, the numbers have been going up. We've been having lots of new people come in, hanging out with us, watching videos. I've noticed like certain older videos are getting like lots of play all of a sudden too, which is kind of cool. It's like the work I've previously done, some people are just getting exposed to for the first time. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been really exciting, really fun. Tell you what, I've been trying to respond to every comment in a somewhat timely manner, and there just comes a point where it's like I have to stop looking, because like if I refresh every hour, there's like a new comment, and I'm just trying to batch all the comments up that need to be responded to. But so far, at least as of this morning, I was caught up. So I'm trying to do it like about 3 times a day, like when I wake up and then around lunchtime, then before I go to bed, try to get caught up with all the comments. And they've been just very positive all across the board. A lot of people like the vibe that we have on this channel. I don't know if they like the vibe that I'm driving, but they like the vibe of the channel. So they like you. They like you, little Pontiac. Don't worry. But yeah, so it's been quite the ride and a lot of fun getting to meet a lot of new people here. So we'll see if some of our new friends decide to come on in and hang out with us tonight. I know most of them will probably be watching the Grassi stream, which is perfectly understandable. We're not trying to poach any of Grassi's viewers from his viewing. He is on the way. He just hit 740,000 subscribers. Isn't that so cool? It's like, it's so much. So we're waiting for green light here so we can get over the bridge into downtown. So last night we got 2 really good orders right off the bat, and that was it. That was all we got. And I never actually went back and checked, but I think our total ended up being, yeah, it was at $31. So we got 2 orders from the same place for $31 last night. Right away, we delivered those 2 orders, and that was it. I didn't see a DoorDash order all night last night. Didn't see another good Uber Eats order. It was just 2 good orders from the same restaurant back to back, and a bunch of nothing after that. So our standard is pretty low for tonight. Uber sending us a $12 for 13 mile. I don't really want to do that. Basically on DoorDash, I'm taking anything that's over $1 a mile. On Uber Eats and Grubhub, I'm trying to make sure it's like $10 plus. Now we could go earn by time as well. We have both those options, but it's early enough that I think I'm going to go ahead and just throw on earn per offer. See if we can get anything. So basically, anything on DoorDash we get that's over $1 a mile, we're going to take. Uber Eats and Grubhub, we're looking for stuff that's over $10 and like 5 miles or less generally, unless it's really, really over $10. So we might just do the same thing we did last night, which was we parked at Turco Taco. We didn't actually get a Turco Taco order, but we parked there, and that gives us access to a whole slew of restaurants that we're relatively close to. And I have to keep fixing my chat because it keeps wanting to go back to just top messages, and I don't know how it decides that. Kevin, good evening. How are you doing? So if I missed your message, I'm going to get caught up here in just a second. I'm just going out for my first deliveries of the night. So we had my daughter, my youngest daughter, had her first dance recital today, and so that was really fun. Getting to see that. She's been working on that all fall, and today was kind of the culmination of that, and now they're basically on break till the spring. No order yet, absolutely nothing. I saw one Uber Eats, $12 for 13 miles, and then there was like, I got a $5 for like 8 mile when I first turned it on. So no orders, but we're gonna go park. We're gonna give the algorithms a chance to help us find an order here really quick. So it's like 6:45. We'll stay here 6:42. We'll stay here till like 6:50, just over 5 minutes, and then we don't get anything else, we're just gonna move. We're gonna move north from here to start with. It's yeah, these weeknights have not picked up yet. We're definitely not in full swing for season yet here. So, all right. So that's it. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other. No, I don't think I missed anything else. All right. So we'll do the couple of channel updates here at the beginning, because I know people are always asking about where things are at. We just broke 3,100 watch hours. We're at 3,101. We have at least 100 watch hours coming over the next 5 days. So you can almost count it as 3,200, but we're looking for 4,000, so that's what we're working towards. We are at 7 memberships. Now, some of these memberships are they were gifted memberships, so they only last for like a month, I think. I don't think it's a permanent gift by the gift giver. So some of you guys were recipients of Rick giving out some free memberships to the chat. So anyway, that's what's going on here. And then we're at 1,000. It's so weird starting my subscriber count with a 1,000. 1,216. Ready for dinner and football. Who are you cheering for tonight, Kevin? I am cheering for the Commanders for sure. I've been saying my ideal Super Bowl would be Dolphins-Lions, but my ideal NFC Championship game, if it could somehow work out, would be Commanders-Lions. I would love to see that. So we are just here seeing if there's any orders out here whatsoever. All right. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. That's the best DoorDash has for me. $4.50 for a mile and a half. It's like literally within walking distance of the restaurant. But it's DoorDash, so I gotta take it. Ah, you grew up. Yes. Yeah, back in the day. Most people who grew up a Washington fan grew up a Redskins fan for sure. It's taken me a while to adjust to the new name. Alright, well, we're taking this order. This is obviously not a good order, but maybe we'll get stacked. But this is just the absolute... Yeah, it's absolutely amazing that they would even consider this a platinum offer. I don't care if it's $2 a mile. The fact, you just do the math. The most that you're going to get done to orders like this are 3 in an hour. That's if everything goes perfect. You know, so you're working for like $15 an hour. Like, I thought about going on earn by time. I've thought about just converting straight to only earn by time. Like, and then I've also thought about just like, the thing is, it's going to be like almost impossible to get back on Platinum Dasher because scheduling is going to be so hard. But I've thought about just going to just forget it. Like, if they're not actually sending me, okay, so if they're not actually sending me the catering orders anymore, then what's the point? You know, that was the big thing, and that they gave me a slew of them a couple weeks ago, but now they've just completely just stopped them all from coming. Yeah, I mean, a good quarterback makes all the difference. I mean, I don't think there's really any way that you can fix it either. Like, it's just a quarterback league, and it's just what you just have to have a good quarterback. The Dolphins are a perfect example of that. Good evening, Ava. How's it going tonight for you? We're on our way for our first little pickup here. It's a $4 pickup for a mile. So not really worth our time, but get to hang out with you guys, so makes it all good. We play we could do like a drinking game. Like every time I take a DoorDash order under $5, then someone has to become a channel member. It's like the channel member challenge. Hey, welcome. Is it Evan? I'll get caught up in just a second. I'm almost to the restaurant here to park. I think it's Evan if I read that right. And Savage Batman, welcome. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. So I'm going to be doing food delivery. We're going to be talking football, all things football here as the game starts, as well as anything else too. We're not a football exclusive channel, but yeah. So hope you guys are doing awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you've got any questions about side hustle stuff, we'd love to answer that. Let us know a little bit about yourself. We got a great crew of people here tonight, and I'm sure we'll have other people popping in. So if you are watching the game tonight, are you on Team Commander or Team Eagle? Who are you rooting for tonight? I have no specific rooting interest, but I'm no loyalties in this game, but I am rooting for the Commanders. Oh, thank you, Savage Batman. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for helping us get the word out. So yeah, so we're just going to do kind of a casual ride along. I'm going to do some deliveries along the way, see if there's people ordering food for football parties and stuff like that tonight. Thank you guys for the love. You guys are awesome. All right, hey, we're getting stacked. Hey, we're getting stacked with a $6 plus, and it's short. So, all right. It's at least it's a high-paying offer. And both these restaurants are like right across the street from each other. And both deliveries are within 2 miles, so that's a little bit better. Yeah, it's fun. Like some of these new quarterbacks, it's really fun, you know. And then the question is, how many of them are going to have the staying power like a year or two down the road, you know, because that's kind of already the issue here, you know. Like CJ Stroud had a great year last year, but it's kind of like they've started to figure him out a little bit. Yeah. Savage Batman, yeah, we've got another regular on this channel, Kaylee, and she's basically given up on the entire season. I'm a Dolphins fan, so I know the pain, but I have a tidbit of hope. Just the tiniest bit of hope. We have to go like 6-1 the rest of the way. So the hope is small, but it does still exist here. All right, it says I've arrived at my destination, but there's really no place to park at my destination. I think I can park here though. Yeah, we got a parking spot. It's a little bit all right. So those who are new to the stream, just so you know, I've got a be right back sign. You made $5 delivering DoorDash. All right. So this is my BRB sign. So I actually have 2 to pick up. I don't know. I'll drop off the one here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take you guys with me. I don't need the sign for this one. I'll just take you guys with me this time. Let me just get all my cords and stuff. And sometimes I accidentally hit the mute button, but I'll probably get like yelled at because there's always like music playing, and yeah, I hear somebody playing music already out here. All right, so we're gonna go. I'm still not sure if we're gonna walk to the other restaurant or not, but so we're down in Naples, Florida, just so you guys know. 5th Avenue South. So there's lots of street performers and stuff. So you can see. We got all sorts of stuff going on here. So I got to find out exactly where this first restaurant is. It's going to be kind of loud. Sorry about that. I think it's right here. Yeah, we're right here. Good evening. Picking up for Rod. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, that was quick and easy. Gotta take a picture. All right, so we're gonna drop this one off. I know it's really loud, sorry. It's actually pretty amazing. I got an actual parking spot here. So there's a valet to my left here that I sometimes park at, but I only have to walk a block. It's just gonna be easier than driving and parking again. So I'm gonna just get my catering bag set up here. We'll get that set up in the front seat and we're just gonna go walk. Because one, exercise is good for you. And two, oops, sorry, hold on. It's probably gonna be faster than actually trying to drive and then park and do all of that. All right, sorry, it's kind of awkward doing all that, but. So we got we're gonna walk like a block and a half. I hear more street performers up ahead. Here, I'll turn the camera around so you guys can kind of see some of 5th Avenue South in Naples. They do have Christmas decorations up on the light posts and stuff, but all these palm trees with lights on them, they're always lit up like this. Is it bad that you like the New York Giants? I mean, I think as long as you like a team through thick and thin, there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't bandwagon a team, right? There was a good parking spot down here, but got like an acoustic version of Brown Eyed Girl going on. So hard to find my way now that I'm not here on my own. Got lots of art and statues. All right. So now I gotta just get across the street here. All right, here we go. Got our exercise in. Got the palm tree over my head here. Good evening, how are you? Picking up for Marguerite. All right, thank you so much. Have a good night. All right, now I just gotta cross the street and get back over one more block. And then both of these deliveries are like within 2 miles. So oh, we got a car parked on the curb. Bet you they didn't know they were going to be streamed worldwide when they parked on the curb tonight. I'm not seeing any like crazy cars. I'm gonna go around. I don't want to go behind this guy and mess up his performance here. Yep. No, I mean, there's a lot of teams. That NFL window, guys, is so small. Ooh, I just turned on like... That NFL window is so small, so short. Hold on. Uber's sending us $5 for 4 miles. We're going to pass. I mean, the Dolphins... I'm a Dolphins fan, but I'll tell you what, the Dolphins window has like 1 to 2 years max left. And then you just got to blow the whole thing up and start all over again. And I mean, that's assuming Tua stays healthy. They have 1 to 2 years. If they have to reboot with a quarterback, you might as well just trade everybody and move on. It would seem appropriate to get another Manning, right, for the Giants. All right, so we're back at the car. I don't know if we really saved any time, but we certainly saved a headache by not having to find a second parking spot. Julissa, I did not hear about that. Yeah, it's like every generation has like that one quarterback who you're just so sick of. And of course, like as a Dolphins fan, we had Brady for 20 years, and now we got Mahomes. It's like, oh, why can't we get an NFC quarterback who's good for 20 years? All right, we're gonna get everything hooked back up here. All right, well, I didn't hear any. Did anybody hear about the Lions player pooping on the plane? That just sounds like propaganda. I don't know. All right, we're actually gonna deliver. I'm actually going to deliver the second order that we picked up first. No. How's it going, Jaeger? I know, Saquon Barkley coming back to torture the Giants is like, My brother-in-law is a Jets fan. He grew up in New York, but he doesn't live in New York anymore. So, I grew up in New Jersey, but I had already claimed loyalty to the Dolphins. Sorry, I'm trying to get out here. The guy wanted my parking spot, but he wasn't that patient for it. Actually, no, we don't need that. We're gonna go this way and take a left. But you got to be like super careful on this road, guys, just so you know. I'm not ignoring you. It's just a lot of foot traffic, a lot of stop and go traffic. All right. Yeah, that second pickup, guys, I'm going to tell you, it's a half a block from the restaurant. We're just driving past the restaurant that we did our second pickup at. $14 for 18 mile on Uber. We're going to pass. I mean, It's crazy how close both of these orders are. That is a good sign though, because these are a lot of the people who live around here are like snowbirds. So, I mean, imagine, yeah, like you're in walking distance to the restaurant and you still have it delivered. All right, I gotta try to figure out exactly. It says I've arrived, but I don't know exactly which house it is here. We're gonna try this one. Yeah, it's in here somewhere. All right. Well, I'm gonna bring you guys for this one too, because I really don't know where I'm going or how long it's gonna take. Okay, so this is actually the second order. The second order from Bice Ristorante. Found the building. Now I gotta find the number. Yeah, anything pretty much east and west of New York City. That's Bill's territory, and I'm sure they've gained a lot of ground recently. All right, so we're here, but I don't really know where I'm going here. Dodging palm trees, all sorts of things. But we'll see if we can find this place. Yeah, we're right here. Perfect. All right. Here we go. We're going to confirm delivery. I don't know if it's going to show us. Oh, there we go. That's really nice, guys. That was a $10 tip for delivering food. I kid you not, no more than a quarter mile from the restaurant. So, all right. And now, we're a quarter mile from the next drop-off. So, at least it's low mileage, you know, right? Which way do I have to go here? Good evening, Kaylee. How's it going? The only problem with being upstate, Lisa, is that you guys get pounded with snow. I lived in Central Jersey, and I always remember, like, growing up, they would be like 3 to 6 inches here in New York City, and then like 12 to 18 inches north and west of the city. We were always so jealous. I'm not anymore, but. And there's years where Buffalo's just gotten absolutely trounced. Upstate New York. Now, how upstate are you? So my grandma used to live in Albany. So, and then I had a great aunt who lived even further north up in Port Henry, like Schenectady area. So how upstate are you? Are you like Catskills upstate, Vermont upstate, almost in Canada upstate? We're almost to our second drop off here. This is the $4. It's the first one we took that we didn't want to take, but at least we got stacked with a good one. So there. So kudos to the new phone, because with the old phone setup, I wouldn't have been able to take you guys along with me. So I'm trying to make it more interactive anytime I can. Less sitting and staring at a BRB sign. We do like our BRB sign, but just minimal staring at a sign. You're doing DoorDash tonight, Kaylee. Syracuse. Okay. Sounds good, Vitalik. I don't think I actually said hello to you earlier either, so good evening to you as well. All right. I'm not sure. It's one of those. I'm not going to take you guys with this one, but this one should be a quick little drop off. All right, we are all dropped off. Yeah, so that's the furthest north I've ever been is Port Henry. And I maybe crossed, I can't remember, I was young. I loved, so my great aunt had a place right on, I mean, literally across the street and across the railroad tracks from Lake Champlain. So, well, Julissa, those are the first two orders I had. So the first, they were both really short distance. So it was like $4 for 1 mile and $12 for like an additional half mile. But so we're at $16 and we're like a half an hour in. So technically speaking, that's not a bad rate. I mean, all we need is like another $10 order here, and we've got a good first hour. Now, we had a good first hour yesterday, and then that was all we had. But I'm hoping with football, and the game doesn't even start for another hour, I'm hoping there'll be a few more orders out here tonight. And it's also like inching towards weekend. I feel like orders Tuesday, Wednesday seem to be the worst in my market. And then Monday and Thursday tend to be a little bit better. And then, of course, Friday, Saturday, Sunday tend to be the best. That's just the general. So, but yeah, I guess I don't know. I try not to judge it too much by the first couple orders, because sometimes it can be deceivingly low. Sometimes it can be deceivingly high. Like yesterday, I would have said, well, that's great. We got $31 in 40 minutes. And 2 hours later, we still had $31. You got an Uber Eats incentive. I haven't seen anything special on Uber Eats for a long time. I think they were doing some quests when the hurricane hit. You know, get an extra $2 for delivering 2 orders or whatever. Well, that's good. I did see they had like a little peak pay on Instacart a couple days ago here. But it was on a day that I wasn't out doing Instacart, so we're going to do the same plan of what we were planning on doing. So we're going to go right back to Turco Taco here. Stay in zone of the downtown, but also a little further north of it. Plattsburgh, yeah, that's up that way, right? That sounds familiar. Like Ticonderoga, Schenectady. We're good, American Walmarts. We all we really dealt with was coastal flooding from both of them. In fact, so I actually I recorded my deliveries from Hurricane Helene. Like I actually went out and delivered all day for Hurricane Helene. And then the storm surge was kind of bad that night. But so I did that. So that's on the channel, delivering Hurricane Helene. I don't know if there's somebody who's able to like throw that link up, but if you kind of want to see how we did. And then Milton was a little more serious with the flooding, but it still wasn't really that bad, not compared to like what we had a couple of years ago. Okay, it's near the. See, and I haven't actually looked up close at like where exactly Port Henry is relative to Canada. I know it's like across from Vermont. So Port Henry is just a sleepy little town up there. It's small. But that's where my dad grew up. So we would go up and visit quite a bit until she passed away, and I don't know when that was. Maybe early 2000s. But it was always a fun family vacation. They had like, their yard was like on a hill. At the top of the hill, there was like pasture land, and cows would come out in the morning and stuff. So. Well, at least they paid up for it, because they probably didn't have anybody who was wanting to deliver those orders, Kaylee. There you go. That's the delivering Hurricane Helene. So that's an edited. It's not like it's a 10-hour long live stream or anything. So that was, thank you, Lisa, for putting that up. So if you wanted to kind of see, that was the first one. Helene was the one that got like the Carolinas and Tennessee really bad. So we had a lot of wind for that and a little bit of flooding, but not too bad. Milton got us a little bit more. And we ended up having basically a full week off of school. But that had a lot to do with just power outages and stuff. So yeah, Milton definitely hit us harder of the two, but neither of them were horribly bad. You know, at least not compared to most other places. And like the hurricane hit we got here, you know, what was it, 3 or 4 years ago? All right, so we're still like an hour out from game time. The goal is to be live. Be live. Sorry, I'm just seeing like random comments that are showing up on the YouTube, but be live through halftime. We're always gonna make ourselves available for a Grossi raid. The Grossi raid added so much spunk to this channel, so we'll always, as much as possible, try to be live and listening on, sharing on other creators that are also getting rated. So anyway, yeah, so we're just gonna sit here. It's 7:15, so we'll hit here. We will sit here till about 7:20, and then we'll move again. I'm gonna just kind of, I think, head towards areas where there's pizza. I think that's the best bet for finding orders. All right, I'm gonna look at a New York map now. Now I'm curious, because it's been a while since I've looked at this up close. Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, Port Henry to Plattsburgh. You're not that far away. Hold on, I'm going to turn this around. All right, so there's Port Henry, there's Plattsburgh, and then there's the Canadian border. So yeah, Plattsburgh is a little bit further north, but it's in that same general area. And then there's like Lake Placid there. It's where they held the Olympics. We actually visited there one of the times we went up there. Then Ticonderoga, I was mentioning that. I also remember Lake George. And this is Lake Champlain here. So I bet you if I went Google Street View, I could find here. Let me see if I can find it, because it's not in the family or anything anymore. But so you can see, it's like right on the New York-Vermont border. Lake Champlain is that border. And there's a supposed sea monster that lives in Lake Champlain named Champ, C-H-A-M-P. Now I lost Port Henry. There it is. I'm gonna see if I can find my great aunt's old house on Google Street View. It's before you really get into town. Let's go. I don't even know if it's technically in. It's like like right in this area, because I remember we walked down here and we saw a beaver dam down in this area. Okay, so now we're gonna go Street View. Not there though. No, it wasn't in the downtown. Which way? I gotta go back. That's not right. You ever do this? Am I the only one who ever goes back and like goes Street View on like old places that I used to live or visit? Oh, $26 Publix. That's for 57 items. That's going to be a no. It's probably one of these. It's not letting me... it might be this one. Unfortunately, it's not letting me go Street View on here. But I remember it was one of these houses, and then there's the road, and then you go down a hill, and then it was like private property, but there's a train track. We would go down there, we would put pennies on the train track, have them smush it, and then down somewhere on these rocks, we would go fishing. And I remember at the time it was like adults needed a license, but kids didn't. So our dad would like cast out the line as far as he could and then quickly hand it over to us so he wouldn't get in trouble. But yeah, I mean, somewhere, we're talking within, it's one of these houses right here. It's just not letting me go Street View the way that I want. Anyway, there's a little history. Port Henry, New York. Definitely want to go back. Actually, in 2020, we were planning on vacationing up there. I was planning on taking my family up there in 2020, and then 2020 happened. So, that was the plan. All right, so we're just sitting here. Let's see, it's 7:20. Yeah, so it's time to move. It's time to move to a new location because we're not getting orders here. I don't want to sit anywhere for too long. So yeah, Lisa posted that link to the delivering Hurricane Helene video. I think it's like 2 or 3 days of footage that I put together in there. So if you want to see kind of what it was like here, it was good enough. The weather wasn't too bad that it prevented me from delivering it, but DoorDash did shut down for part of the time. So, all right, so we're gonna just move. I don't like sitting still. So, we're gonna head a little bit north. I think kind of near Papa John's and the Crust Pizza. Maybe by Cheesecake Factory. But I'm just hoping it's not a repeat of yesterday where we get like a good order really quick and then we get nothing. Because that's not a good way to make money. All right, Uber's sending us $7 for 6 miles. It's not good enough on Uber. I got to take those orders on DoorDash, so I'm not taking them on Uber. I want the big boppers. Like yesterday when we got a $31 double. That was from Lake Park Diner, which we're parked. Or we're not parked, we're going to be stopped right in front of here. $5 for 5 miles on Grubhub. We're also rejecting that. $2 for 6 miles on Uber. That was Papa John's. We're definitely not taking that. Trying to find some orders. Trying to actually make this a food delivery ride along, because it's not really that if we're not delivering food. All right, so who you got in tonight's game? Commanders, Eagles. I mean, for the NFC East, it's a big battle because I think they're both 7-2, right? I think they have the same record, so there could be all sorts of tiebreakers in play. And then, how is your team looking? Have you given up on your football team for the year? Are they hanging in there by a thread? Or are they thriving? I probably have the Dolphins in the Alright, there is definitely something wrong with my chat. So I don't know if any of you guys know what's going on. Even when it put on all messages, it's like not showing all messages on a regular basis. So if somebody understands or knows what's going on with that, because it's very frustrating. Yes, Grubhub did get bought today. They originally sold for like $3 billion, and then they just resold for like $100 million. I forget who bought it, but we can look that information up. Yeah, Grubhub got bought. I don't know, guys. I don't want to be too doomsday-ish here, but I think these apps are in trouble. Like, I understand they're trying to be profitable. Here's what we're going to do. Since a bunch of new chat just popped up, like, randomly, I want to get caught up on all those messages. We're going to park by Cheesecake Factory here really quick for a couple minutes so I can get re-caught up on chat. Something is weird, though. It's the second night in a row that even when I press, like, see all messages, it's only displaying, like, a select few messages. And I should know better, because I know you guys are talkative, and I'm like, there's too many people in here for no one to be talking. So then I'm not actually responding to your guys' stuff. So I'm going to park here again. Now that we're at Cheesecake Factory. See if we can catch an order. But in the very least, I'm going to get caught up on chat, because now I feel really bad. So I don't know why this is going. And then I'm going to work backwards. Jagger, we're going to find out who bought Grubhub. Sorry, I have my numbers wrong. I'm gonna read this. Parked and board, Jaeger. Yeah. Okay. Grubhub 4 years ago was worth $7.3 billion, and it just sold for $650 million. And it sold to Wonder. Just Eat Takeaway sold Grubhub to Wonder. Alright, when did DoorDash last send an update? Because I update every Sunday. Every time I'm at church, I turn my phone on silent, but then I use the church Wi-Fi to update all my apps. Alright, let me... I'm going to pause DoorDash because there is an update. Maybe this'll fix everything. Minor fixes and stability improvements. Yeah, okay, so Casey, I can see your chat now. All right. I don't know what's going on because it's been really weird. It started yesterday. And it's like when I click on chat, I can do a chat filter of either top messages, all messages, only fan funding messages, or none. Which is kind of cool because I've always wondered how creators can like do all of that. But all right, I'm going back to wherever I last saw things. Yeah, so like Sergio, like your message didn't even come through while I was reading everything. Yeah, I don't know what's going. All right, we did the hurricane stuff. We got that. Okay. One was 5 without the incentive, and the other was 7. Doing Uber with my son. Y'all would laugh if you saw the orders he's been taking. So yeah, you gotta learn, right? You gotta learn. Teach. American Walmarts. We stayed. I was far enough away from the coast that I wasn't too worried about it. We did get all of our camping stuff out, like our gas stove and stuff like that, just in case. I ended up cooking them all breakfast on the gas stove for fun, but we only lost power. We personally only lost power for about an hour. Some people lost power for 4 or 5 days, though. So, again, that was part of the reason why school was out for so much. Well, Julissa, your keyboard sends your text when you haven't finished texting, and then my phone doesn't show me the text that your keyboard sent before you were finished texting it. So, between the two of us, we got a good thing. No Magic Dumpster yet. We got time. We still got time for Magic Dumpster. But Magic Dumpster has been grumpy or shell-shocked. So, yes. Geography lessons with Craig. You made $79. Well, you're still you're still $65 ahead of me. Or something like that. What am I at? I'm at 16. You're like $63 ahead of me. I did Costco. I didn't actually do it, but I went to Costco for the Costco drop today, and it was horrible. All right. DoorDash is updated. Should I just, I wonder if I should end. I think I'm going to end Dash. And then reboot the app. Nobody really knows, Julissa, if that's the reason, but that's the speculated reason. I also speculate it could be the opposite as well, which is maybe your orders have been reported as missing some too. So I don't necessarily, I just have a sneaking suspicion it's not only customer based. I think it could be geographical. So I think it could be something like just in general orders from that area have been reported stolen recently, and so they're trying to avoid losses. I think it could be, hey, 2 out of the last 10 customers have reported not receiving their food from you, so we're just doing a spot check on you. But I mean, most people suspect it is a customer that reports their food missing. But the thing is, it doesn't really stop it. And I had a situation a couple weeks back when we were streaming, and so the order was a pin, but the customer refused to come to the door. So after 10 minutes, I took a picture and left it at the door. So if it's really about customers stealing the food, then it shouldn't be like, there should not be a way that the customer, it should be like if it times out, the customer doesn't get their food, which is why I'm a little suspicious that it's maybe more. I understand what you're saying, Julissa. I should see the ones that he's taking and realize that you have to teach him how to take good Uber Eats orders. I pieced it all together. Your phone is messed up, my phone is messed up, your keyboard's messed up. It's just what it is. All right, well, we're back on DoorDash. It says it's busier to our north. Maybe I need to update my YouTube app. Maybe that's bugging as well. I don't know anything about Android. Supposedly, people who like Android think it's far superior to an iPhone. I think it's probably just whatever you get most comfortable with. Because there's a bunch of things I don't really know how to do on this phone. So, like it was just easier for me to set up this whole live stream and everything from the iPhone, and then I just went live on this phone. It is. I do like the little bell for Instacart. But since I've had the little bell, Instacart hasn't sent me any orders that I've been happy that I got dinged for. So the problem is once you've spent a couple $100 on apps, it's like, I don't know, do those licenses transfer over? So if I bought an app on the Apple Store, I just assumed it wouldn't transfer over to the Google Play Store. So but I don't know. I don't research these things. I'm just an old fogey who's set in his ways. Alright, well, so far tonight's pattern is following last night's pattern. Get two orders, get a stacked order right out of the way. Deliver that, and then get no good orders. Alright, next stop is going to be Papa John's. Because if in doubt, and then there's football on, go to a pizza place. Game doesn't even start for another half an hour plus. Sounds like you're about to step into a horror movie, Kaylee. Yeah, 8:15. Yeah, we got like 40 minutes till kickoff. And then probably an hour and 20 till halftime after that. So I'm hoping there's orders. I don't know. We'll try this. It's in a red zone. Or we could go Carrabba's or something too. It says Carrabba's is the place to be. Let's see, Uber Eats. All right, we're taking it. It's $11 for 5 miles, 6 miles. It's from Wendy's. From Wendy's. $17 for 20 miles on Grubhub. Yep, 11 for $2 a mile. I mean, it's pretty much exactly. It's like 11.10 for 5.5. So, like, I wish I had higher standards for these apps, but the reality is, If you raise your standard any higher than $2 a mile, you're not going to deliver anything most of the nights. All right, so Wendy's it is. 11 for 5 for 69 Instacart. Yeah, that's a little different. You want me to shop for 69 items, you pay me $69. What would you guys do that for? All right, let's pick your price. What's the least you would do? Let's say it's a slow time a day. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 5 miles, 69 items, Instacart. What's the bare minimum pay that you're gonna take for that order? In a slow time of day. It's got to be 50, right? It's got to be like, even if it's super slow out, it's got to be at least $50 for that order. Yeah, Casey, I'm with you. It's gonna take you 2 hours. I mean, unless you're just an expert shopper. Yeah, I mean, you can make a good argument for the $69, the dollar an item. That's what I recommend. I'd probably take it for a little less just if it was slow, middle of the afternoon. But yeah, I wouldn't fault you. I don't fault anyone holding out for $1 an item. They always, those orders always. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, what would, assuming there was a tip on it, Kaylee, like, what would it have to be, assuming there was a tip on it? What would it have to be? Obviously. The store happens to be out of stock of everything. But the problem is, with so many customers, if they're using a percentage-based tips, if you can't find the items, your tip goes down. So sometimes people are like, well, just mark all these items as out of stock, and then you don't have to do it. Yeah, but first of all, that's not really being a good shopper, because you agreed to do the shopping for them. And second of all, yeah, you want a buffer, because if you're going to miss 5 or 10 of those items, they're going to be out of stock. Then, yeah. All right. Well, I'm doing a bathroom break this time, so I'm not bringing you in with me. Sorry for the massive disappointment, but we'll put the sign up here, and I'll be back with you guys momentarily. sign cooperated tonight. The bottom of the sign. All right, so my daughter made this, and so I don't know exactly why she did. I'll try to show it up close. It just says a side of hustle, food delivery. All right, Kaylee, you did, let's see. You can pick up grocery orders at Meijer and Dollar General on DoorDash. Yeah, so I try to avoid Dollar General. We don't have Meijer. That's like a Midwestern thing, I think. I remember that from like eastern Wisconsin, had Meijer. I think it should have at least been like a side of hustle, food delivery, a side of hustle then. But like just saying a side hustle twice, I guess. That was her thing. So it's all good, right? When your kid makes the art, it's good. All right, everything's picked up here. Sure, we'll verify the order. I don't know. Where are we going? Airport. Now, is this the one? I have to enter this one from Livingston. I'm like 90% sure. This is the one I have to enter. I can't go the way they tell me to go. All right, well, we are just about a half an hour out from game time. So probably around 8 o'clock or probably after this delivery. Because, yeah, it says this delivery is going to be like 8:05. Wow, everybody's like flying into the Wendy's parking lot. Just the soda drop in front of the customer. Yeah. I think it's the worst then, because if you drop it somewhere else, you could say, hey, by the way, like, I think this got shaken up a lot during checkout, so open it carefully. But like when you drop it in front of them, they know it was you. Okay, so I definitely, so my recommendation is try to set up at places where it'll cost a family of 4 at least $50 to eat there. So it's one of the better ways to get some of those bigger orders is to be close to them. So like tonight, I sat at Turco Taco, which is like a set of 3 tacos is like $12 to $15. And then we were also close to all of our downtown fancy restaurants. Then Cheesecake Factory, and then we were going to go Carrabba's. Now, we still got stuck with a fast food order, but just in general, you want to find places where you have lots of fast casual restaurants, and just try to set up in those places, fast casual or fancy. You'll be much more likely to see some bigger orders. You know, it's definitely not a guarantee, especially with DoorDash, because DoorDash has a mind of its own. All right, so we got like 4 miles to go. This drop-off is actually kind of close to Miller's Ale House, which is where we get our bar food from a lot of times on game night, but it's a little too early to set up there, I think. I don't know, I don't usually set up there before game time, but maybe we should. Grubhub sending us, the great $6.66 offer for 5 miles. Insta reject. Not today, Satan. We do have DoorDash off right now, just because not gonna deal with having to decline DoorDash offers, especially going into the weekend. Save my declines for Friday night and Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, you guys like that? You see that 666? I'm like, that's an auto decline. I don't care if I'm picking up and dropping off at the same restaurant and I'm parked in the parking lot of that restaurant. That money's cursed. Yeah, I rebuke thee. Now, if it's $16.66 for like 1 mile, I don't care at that point. You had a 10 spot on there, I'm good. If it's $66.66, no issues. Just when it's $6.66. Someone actually did the $6.66 tip. Tainted money. Yeah, those used to come by a lot more often. I think I was reading like DoorDash originally was like $7 base pay per order. And I don't know if you guys heard, they're now starting to do stacked orders. So 2 orders with just the $1 base pay. That's starting to show up for some people. So literally picking up 2 orders for 2 different customers. And the base pay is still just $2 per order. It's so bad. Conan, from the United States with love, back to you. Appreciate you hanging out with us here tonight. Yeah, you've seen it, Lisa? It just... I hate government intervention with stuff like this, but I don't see how it's... I don't know. I don't see how any of this is going to be sustainable here if it stays on the current trajectory. I'm telling you guys, like it sure feels like these food delivery apps are coming to an end. Conan, I think it kind of depends on what you mean by hypocrite. I mean, I think as humans, we're all hypocrites at some time or another, right? We all say something that we believe, but then we don't always have the actions that follow up with it. Yeah, it's ludicrous that those $2 offers are even at $2 for 2. I mean, it's got to, I mean, unless it's a crazy circumstance, it's a guaranteed half an hour of time. I mean, I'll take the double if the numbers make sense, but if it's a stacked order on DoorDash and you don't like it, it's better to decline, because it only counts as 1 decline, but it count as 2 canceled orders. Happily, the lowest I would happily take on a double, probably about 12 to 15. The lowest, absolutely, I mean, 10, maybe, but I wouldn't be happy about it. And that's just assuming you're talking like what we just did downtown. I mean, technically, if they gave me a $4 for 1 mile and they gave me another $4 for 1 mile, I guess I'd probably take an 8 for 2. But I wouldn't be happy. I'd only be doing that because of acceptance rate on DoorDash. But the other problem is if you're getting 2 orders, like it's $2, there's almost a guarantee. Almost every single order that is hard to deliver is a no tipper order. Because people who are good tippers tend to be responsible people, and responsible people tend to give good directions. They tend to understand things, whereas no tippers just assume, like, oh, why couldn't you find my house that was buried, with no street number on it and all these other things. Like, no tippers tend to lead to more problems in general. It doesn't mean I think that they're trash people. They're just trash orders. And they have the right to make those orders, and they have the right not to tip. I just also have the right to not accept it. But the problem is sometimes you get forced into doing things if you care about acceptance rate. But I'm telling you what, if I don't start seeing a vast improvement in the quality of orders coming through Platinum Dasher, I don't know if I'm going to care enough to care. Like, it may just be, look, like, you either need to be like all in on DoorDash or all out on DoorDash, in the sense of, like, you either should be platinum or you should be nothing. I think on DoorDash. And I'm hanging on to the platinum because I know what it could be, but they just keep messing with the algorithm to keep it from being what it is. I've gotten the high base pay on Uber. I don't see high base pay on DoorDash that often. But you'll get it every once in a while. You'll get that really nice base pay on an Uber order. Yeah, I mean, are you scheduling out then, Lisa, to get? Because what DoorDash was for the 2 weeks after the hurricane here was what it used to be. It was like I was the only one. I don't know what it was. It was like it reverted back to the old Top Dasher plus catering. And I had that for like 2 weeks. And of course I took advantage of it. And we were doing like $300, $350 days. No problem. Oh, wait. I still might have taken the wrong way here. Well, we're going to find out if I can get in this way or not. I went on autopilot. Oh, that's a red light you just ran there, Mr. Jeep. Wasn't even close. Well, right, and so this is the thing. Keeping your acceptance rate high on DoorDash it's just painful. It doesn't need to be, but it is. And I don't believe they're regularly rewarding top Platinum Dashers with, on average, any sort of better offer than they are anyone else. I think it's just, the whole thing is a mirage. I don't think it's real. So I would bet most cherry-picking DoorDashers are making the same per hour as the Platinum Dashers. In general. I'm hoping I can make it in this side, but we might have to reroute. We may have been lied to by our instructions here. It's going to add like an extra 3 miles to our trip. We'll see if we can get in here or not. I don't think I can get in this way. Oh, can't get in this way. My gut was right, but then I didn't actually listen to my gut. Phooey on me. That was my fault. Well, now we gotta drive like an extra 4 miles. So there goes all of our good dollars per mile. Down the drain. $11 for 9 miles now. I checked the customer instructions, but they didn't leave anything, but I thought I should have just gone with what I thought. Bah. I'm driving a 2004 Pontiac Vibe. With 227,000 miles on it. I mean, so here's a question, because I don't know about this legally. Can these apps just refuse to give base pay? Like, what's the minimum? Is there an actual number where, like, is the only thing, like, they have to offer a penny? What's the lowest that they're legally allowed to do? I mean, is there anything that's stopping them from going to no base pay customer tip only model? Like, legally, is there anything? Because I mean, at this point, I'd almost rather them just say that. Just say, I think it would be better for everybody if they simply said, look, drivers are paid only what you tip the customer, or what you, the customer, tip. That's it. And then at least it puts it on the customer and say, if you just did that and then you said, I don't know. What do you guys think? Has anyone researched the legality of what they have to offer us? Is there a number that they have to offer us? All right, so then Lisa, you said you use Dash Along the Way. And then do you go all the way to that zone if you can't get on in your local area? Well, we got some action. Always something entertaining going down. All right, well, it's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna find the Grossi stream. Oh, he doesn't actually go live till 8:15, so I can hop in the chat now. Man, it's crazy. There's already like like 100+ messages in the chat. And the stream hasn't even started yet. Alright, well, I knew there was 2 entrances. I was pretty sure there's 2 entrances to this place. And I meant to go the one way, but I picked the wrong way. So now we got to drive another 3 miles on top of the 5 that we've already driven. Plus probably an extra mile of getting turned around, so yeah. it's basically going to be $11 for 9 miles. Not the greatest in the world after all of that. It's another way these apps, though, get around, you know, telling you how long an actual trip is, too. Because they know by now that you can't get in that entrance, but they still calculate the mileage based on getting in that entrance. So, if you have a gated community, there's only one way in. That drivers can come in. You should probably put that in your notes. Public service announcement. So this customer is going to wait an extra 10 minutes to get their food, just because they didn't clarify instructions. I should have known better as a driver too. But if there's a note, then there's no doubt. There's no doubt as the driver. You're like, okay, for sure. I do need to get an oil change in this car, though. It's about time. So maybe that's a next week project. All right, well, we'll make our final picks here for Eagles Commanders. Who do you think is going to win? Who are you rooting for? Who are you cheering for? And we'll start giving game updates as we go. You guys can post them in the chat, and I'll also post them as I hear them. You might be faster than me, but water tastes good. This is some of the water we bought when we went Costco shopping the other day. Was that last night? I don't even remember. I think it was. These slow delivery nights are just, they get really boring really fast. It's like you get some nights where everything just works. Stay busy. And there's other nights where everything just doesn't work. And maybe you're busy, but you're just constantly working through issues or different things. Go Blues! This is not a hockey chat. How's it going, Tim? I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. That's what my grandpa always used to say. He wasn't a big hockey fan. He didn't like the fighting. But then he liked baseball fights. I think we all like baseball fights. They're not real fights. How's it going, Grey Wolf? Yeah, we get the Viking a lot in here, but I have no Norwegian blood. It's actually Scottish. Scotch. The delivery Viking. I will bring you your Wendy's, but I will also plunder your fields. Don't want any cultural appropriation being attributed to me. You're not really a Viking. Go Blues. Hey, I'm ready for baseball season already. Well, I'm really ready for baseball free agency to start going here. Let's just figure out where Soto is going so all the other dominoes can start to fall. am I actually delivering to the gate guard? I might be delivering. No, I don't think so. All right, I'm gonna have to mute you guys for a second while I give the customer's address. All right, we are all checked in. It's like, what's up with your window? Like, it might roll down, but it might also not roll back up again. So, I'm gonna turn off the light here while we're driving in the community. And that's why we do that, because there's someone running across the street like in all black. More people standing on a street corner in dark clothing. So always got to be super careful in these neighborhoods. Not just on Halloween, all the time. I think it's going to be this one here. That looks right. All right, I got to meet the customer on this one. About to pick up your last order. I'm hoping that this is not my last order. Hoping there's a little more money to be found here tonight still. Good evening. Yep. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, I think the entrance that we couldn't get into, he said we can still get out that entrance. So I'm gonna try that, because that's gonna shoot us out closer to where we want to be. All right, game is going to be starting here in just a couple of minutes. We're going to set a couple of goals now with kickoff right around the corner. We would love to get 3 more members on the YouTube channel here tonight. There's a $2 a month and a $5 a month option. So the more members we can pull together here, the more and better content I will be able to keep producing for you guys. And so gives me freedom to try out some crazy stuff that maybe you don't want to try out. Like, well, what I think I want to eventually do is set some membership, so would love to add 3 members tonight. And then we're working on watch hours as just a general thing. We still need about 800 more watch hours to the 4,000. But let's pick a subscriber goal for tonight too. Some of this, we have subscribers coming in on other ways, like from other videos. So we're at 1220. So what do you guys want to roll with? You want to go for let's just Let's try to get to 12:30 tonight. So we're looking for 10 more subscribers and 3 more members by at least by halftime of the game tonight. So let's see if we can pull that off. You get a cool little green tag here, and if you are a member, let me know what sort of perk stuff you guys want to, because I want to make it good for you guys and make it worthwhile. Saying watch now. Yeah, I was already in the stream. All right. All right, Grubhub sending us $10 for 12 miles. Tom Grassi's stream just went live, so I'm listening along. Listening along to the Grassi stream while hanging out with you guys. All right, game has started. Commanders have kicked off. Touchback for the Eagles. All right, we're gonna get resettled back probably by like Papa John's or something like that. How's it going, Jason? How are you doing? Welcome back, Savage Batman. So, game just kicked off. Eagles have the ball with a 2nd and 2. Hey, that's pretty good. If anytime you can knock out $200 or so midweek, awesome. You got a reaction stream for the game? Awesome. First down, Eagles. Yes, I'm listening. American Walmart. So I have Grassi. Grassi's where I'm getting my NFL information from. So that, because you can't. It's hard to find a good audio stream that isn't going to get cut out like while I'm driving and everything. So yeah, so I'm hooking Grassi up with watch hours. we're driving back towards the main strip here. We'll turn DoorDash on here in just a minute or so. It is just slow with orders, so we're gonna hunt for some pizza orders or really anything here. Uber Eats, $2 for 5 miles. Gonna pass on that. The problem with DoorDash, Kaylee, is they keep trying to change things. Alright, we got a Papa John's, $7 for 3 miles on DoorDash, so we're taking it. Drop off is a good location, so it's funny. $7 for 3 miles doesn't get a platinum tag, but $4 for 2 mile did. So this is a better order in like every sense, and it doesn't get the platinum tag. So that's what we're trying to do, and it actually worked. It's just for a single pizza. It's the basic $2 base pay plus a $5 tip. We get lots of $5 tips here. So AJ Brown with the reception down to the 22-yard line. All right, Jaeger, that's a good question. So we're gonna try to tackle this from a nonpartisan standpoint, just from the factual side. Here's what he can't do. He can't force people to eat healthy. He can't force people to exercise. Okay? So some people are going to refuse to change their habits just because of what it is. The biggest thing that could be done, though, would be outlawing a lot of ingredients that are already not allowed in European countries. A lot of the dyes. And additives that just aren't. That's the stuff that I would love. I just want food to go back to minimal ingredients. Like, I want to get to the point where I can buy my kids a package of Oreos knowing that it's a sweet treat, but at the same time also knowing that it's not filled with extra junk. So, holding Eagles. I'm driving by a sports bar tucked in behind this Papa John's as we speak. So that's the question is, can you get things pushed through? Because these companies obviously know how to make these foods for other countries with other ingredients. That's the part. That's the part I want figured out is, like, can we just go back to making foods the same foods that we used to make them in the 80s without all of the new stuff that's in them? All right, well, we're here. We're gonna go see if this is ready. We're aiming for 1,230 subs. So we're still at 1,220, so we're looking for 10 subs and 3 more channel members tonight. Those are the goals that we're gonna be aiming for here. Gotta take a picture of my pizza bag. Alright, Eagles miss a field goal. Commanders now have a chance. All right. Eagles get the ball back now. Starting at their own 8-yard line. So, neither team scores in their first possession. Eagles missed a field goal. Commanders' drive stalls out. All right, we got 2 miles to go. Drop off this little pizza here. Collect our $7. $3 for 8 miles on Uber. We're gonna pass. All right, Eagles starting their second possession of the game here. 8 yards, 8-yard gain on first down. So Eagles trying to put together a drive that ends in points after missing a field goal, their first drive of the night. We are delivering a pizza as we speak from Papa John's. Brotherly shove for the Eagles and a first down. All right, we are at our drop-off. Figure out if I'm meeting the customer. Yeah, this one's a hand it to the customer. Interesting. Doesn't really matter that much to me. The 720. They did $3 base pay on that one. All right. Got another seven for 3 from Chipotle on DoorDash. So taking us downtown, taking us near Magic Dumpster. Oh, it's all good. Oh, Jaeger wants me to go philosophical and theological. You're thinking tonight, Jaeger, and you're making me think. That's good. That's a good topic here. All right. So Jalen Hurts was just sacked. What do you think of the red blue pill philosophies? Are you talking specifically in line with the Matrix, or are you just talking more just this general concept of red pilling and blue pilling? I haven't seen the movies in a long time, so I'm gonna answer it from the broader perspective right now, because my brain can handle that. So the way I look at everything is, I'm gonna break this into a couple different parts. There is a physical world, right? And I believe that the physical world is it's really here. We're really living in it. There's real physical beings, physical objects that we interact with. And I don't subscribe to any philosophy that this is like an illusion, a simulation. At least not in the sense that I think most people mean it when they talk about the world being a simulation. Like we're not a game. We're not characters in a game or in a movie that are being scripted and forced to do something or anything like that. Okay, so I don't buy that, but I do think that there is more to this world than just the physical. So I believe there's a physical world, but I also believe there's a spiritual world that, for the most part, we can't see the vast majority of the time. Not that no one has ever seen it. I mean, there's accountings in the Bible and stuff of people being able to see angelic armies and stuff, but just that the vast majority of the time the spiritual is there, but we don't, unless you're actually thinking about it, you don't really see it or interact with it in a normal, tangible way. So to me, the broader concept here is, do you believe that people are basically good? And then, as an aside, do you believe that people in power are basically good? You know, do you believe that man's default is good, or is man's default evil, or is man's default neutral? Absolutely, Tornado. Like, subscribe. We are aiming for 10 new subscribers from when we checked. So we're aiming to get to 1230. Looking for 1,230 subscribers by the end of the night, and looking for three more members for the channel as well. So those are 2 goals for the night. I don't know where our current sub number is, but we're looking for 3 members and 10 subs to add on to the channel here tonight. There's like 5 police cars in a row lined up over here. So me personally, I think that naturally people have a bent towards evil, that we tend to be selfish. I base it off of some of the evidences, like I've seen stuff in my own kids that I know neither I nor anyone else really ever taught them, and yet they still manage to figure out how to do certain evil things by themselves. Now, obviously that doesn't mean I don't love them. That doesn't mean I don't care about them. I just think that it's just that I think it's man has a natural Cliff Connectley, he says a readiness to sin factor. We got a touchdown, yes. Touchdown, Washington. 7-0 with about 3 minutes left in the first quarter. So here, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go, I'll bring you guys with me for Chipotle. I kind of want to test out the internet connection in Chipotle because it's pretty sketch for Verizon. So I'll bring you guys with me into Chipotle, and then we'll continue the conversation here momentarily. So we just did a 7 for 3, and now we have another 7 for 3. Also DoorDash for this one. Hi, picking up for Nick. Thank you. All right, well, that order was ready, so that's good, because this Chipotle isn't always caught up even at this time of night. All right, so there's more questions. So I'm going to finish the Jaeger question here first. I think that a lot of people do kind of go through life kind of ignorance is bliss style and don't really want to think about some of the horrors of the world. Even just in the discussions of like the border, you know, you just have swaths of people who want to just deny that there's any form of human trafficking going on or whatever. Like, if you do just even a little basic research, you will just see that there's all sorts of just junk still goes on, and we like to kind of just pretend like, okay, nope, it's not happening. And there's whole organizations that exist to try to end human trafficking, but we like to imagine like, oh, well, this doesn't happen in America, or this doesn't happen, you know. It does. Does double click to the screen actually do that's cool, tornado thing? I don't think I knew that. happens if I double click the screen? Probably nothing. Hold on. Yeah, so that's just my broader thing. Is I think in some capacities we almost have to, because if you just dwelt on every type of evil out there, you'd just be depressed. Which is why I think it's important for us not to just be neutral, but to actually be trying to do good. And when you go beyond that, it's like, I think a lot of people don't really want to think about just the fact of everything that actually happens in this world. Nobody wants to think that they're capable of doing evil. But I think given the right set of circumstances, any of us would be tempted to do some of the most awful, heinous things. So, and obviously we don't want to. And yeah, Tornado, you make a good point. You got to live with you, so make the decisions you can live with. And if you don't make decisions that you can live with, then, or if you make decisions you don't want to live with, you still have to live with it, even if you don't like it. So, Kaylee, yeah. So, I think you were asking, did I grow up? Yes. So, well, I'll differentiate a couple of things here. So I grew up. My dad was a pastor, so I did grow up in a Christian household. And I did make a decision to follow Jesus at a young age. However, I've had plenty of ups and downs and plenty of seasons of questioning and doubting, chunks of time of not believing, for sure. But I think the biggest thing that always has brought me back is just the Bible's explanation of evil is the only explanation that makes sense to me. Because an atheistic evolutionary point of view would point towards us continually getting better, and yet in the 20th century we had more dictators and more people murdered by countries than some people estimate all of history combined. So if we're theoretically just puddles of slime evolved to a higher order, why were the 1900s like the bloodiest century in world history as far as we know? Good evening. Yeah, and a lot of people are like, well, you can't be a Christian if you doubt or whatever, and I don't think we should live in our doubt, but I also don't think anybody needs to have like perfect faith all the time. So it is. Oh man, you want to talk about the Library of Alexandria? Man, that's a great rabbit hole. It's a great rabbit hole to go down, because in my conspiracy side, I'm definitely not a believer that was something that just accidentally happened. Double tap on my forehead. Knock me out. I got my phones are in the opposite holsters I normally put them in, so I'm very, very confused. I think we're going to like a business or something. This is like literally right downtown. We're like really close to Turco Taco and. Exactly I'm going, because it sure looks like I'm going to a business. Leave it front desk. Did they put the wrong address in? Because this place looks closed. They said leave at front desk. I'm bringing you with me. I don't know, maybe there's someone here. It looks pretty closed though. I think someone got Chipotle delivered to their work address. Let me see. Maybe there's someone here. Oh, there is a light on. I don't know. Oh, there is someone here. Wow. Did not expect that. Hello. For Nick? Okay. I didn't even think the building was open. I was like, dude, sometimes people like leave their work address in or whatever at night. And I was like, okay.
You're open. Hurricanes knocked our lights out and they have none.
Still. All right.
I kind of like it. It keeps people away.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Have a good night.
Thank you.
All right. All right, well, they were open. We can actually just kind of stay here. We're kind of near downtown, and Turco Taco could still have one more order in it. Well, a lot of people think, too, there's a lot of stuff in the vaults at the Vatican. That's another rabbit hole you can go down, too. Gotta get this phone plugged in. Savage Batman is live, yeah. Tom Grassi is live. I'm listening to Grassi at the moment. All right, we're up to 1221. We're looking for 9 more subs and 3 more members here tonight. Those are our stream goals. So I want to find out if I can actually post. What can I do? I still don't actually know how to post on any of this. So when I click on plus, I can start a poll. But that's it. So I couldn't do a poll that way. End of the first quarter. Trim the beard with a lighter. No. I need the beard. It's my brand. Otherwise people come in and like they wouldn't call me Viking anymore. That's for sure. All the trolls would have to come up with a new set of insults. I'm sure it wouldn't take them long. But whoosh. That's that. I have not. Maple Bourbon Whopper. Does it have like crispy onions on it or something? I'm always a fan of that. No. Tornado's making stuff up, Julissa. And if I'm definitely not doing it just at 1,230 subs. No, my wife would not be happy. I'm under specific instructions to not shave. I mean, y'all start throwing like $50 super chats and maybe I'll start thinking about it. But everything has a price, right? Unless your price is no price. Yeah, tornado's gonna get me in trouble here. No, we just have a friendly goal of moving to 1230. The problem is a lot of our newest subscribers are Grassi fans, so they're probably all actually listening to Grassi right now. Oh yeah, you can see my reaction to the Grassi raid when I actually did like a follow-up thank you on it. It's closing in on 10,000 views. That particular video. I'll show you. It's like views 9,100, 9,000 more than usual. Gotta love it. Oh, tornado. What do we got? $4 shopping order from Walgreens. Yeah, no. That's gonna be a no. $900 on the dot. That's a good week so far, Kaylee. I think I'm at like 200 on the week. I'm mostly planning on putting in my hours over the weekend here. I'm going to be putting in my hours Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's just so slow with orders. It's kind of crazy. You should be set up pretty good then. Then you just need 200 Friday, 200 Saturday, 200 Sunday, right? So, I generally aim for 1,000 a week, but it definitely will adjust up or down certain weeks. Oh, they missed field goal again. $111 super chat for a plunger. I gotta go buy the plunger. Wouldn't be able to do it in the car, that's for sure. Thank you. Let's try to pronounce that. Squouse? Squouse, see? This is why I can't shave the beard. See? That's how it goes. Appreciate the beard love. Ignore the people in the chat, including my mods who are trying to get me to shave the beard or put seashells in my beard. Yavuz, hello from the United States. I may look Viking, but I have no Norwegian blood. It's actually Scotch. The red beard is Scotch. Thanks for hanging out with us. So we're following along with this game here. Eagles just missed a second field goal. Jake Elliott caught Jake Moody syndrome, so it's a bad time to be a Jake kicker. I've actually met Jake Moody. I've actually interviewed Jake Moody. Funny stories. Jake Moody, first of all, he had a rough game last week, but he came back to kick the game-winning field goal. So, good lesson with bouncing back. But the year before he was drafted, so Jake Moody went to the University of Michigan, and his kicking coach at the time goes to my church, still does. So he came to our Super Bowl, our youth group Super Bowl party, while he was still in college, before he had been drafted that year. And so I was just going around interviewing people or whatever, so then I actually got to interview Jake Moody for fun. So I didn't get his autograph or anything like that, but yeah, so I've met Jake Moody and interviewed him, and I know who his kicking coach was for years. His kicking coach also was a kicker at the University of Michigan way back in the days when Tom Brady on the team. Yeah, Vooz, we don't really talk specific politics in here, so. All right, so we're still looking for 9 more subs. Oh, there's another police car. Let's see if I can show you that. It's not for me, don't worry. It just lit somebody else up over there. There's police everywhere. Good evening, Blue Eyes. No politics. So looking for 9 more subs, and we're looking for 3 more YouTube channel members. That's what we're trying to knock out here tonight, if we can find them. Yeah, Tornado's on a rampage tonight. Trying to start stuff. There we go. Like and subscribe. So Kaylee, you might be in the position where it would be financially beneficial for you to start some sort of business where you can start buying things that will be tax write-offs because they're business expenses that will take your tax burden down. Wow. This is a very strange order. Check this out. It's a south and then a north and then the drop off is central. I didn't bring ice with me tonight, so they want me to do ice cream and steak. I'm gonna pass on that. There's no way I could get the... It's $15 for 13 miles. Yeah, but even that, I mean, like, you can even still... Yeah, I know everybody's subscribed. Everyone's in here is subscribed, so... We got new people popping in and out here, though, too, so... I don't know, maybe I should have taken that, but I don't think there was any way... I don't think there's any way I would have gotten that ice cream there to them not melted. Alright. Good deal, Savage. So yeah, I mean, just anything that you want to, like, you can get your tax burden down a lot. You know, one of the reasons why people saying tax the rich doesn't really make sense is because the rich have the money to pay for tax avoidance strategies. So then, all right, sounds good, Julissa. Have a great night. We will talk to you soon. So, anyway, Kaylee, yeah, exactly. No, I'm much more in favor of just a flat tax. So the more you earn, the more you pay, but everybody's paying in, then everyone's invested. Because if everybody's paying in, then nobody wants their money wasted. So I don't want to get too deep into politics. It's Tornado. He's doing that to us. But point being, Kaylee, every bit of me wants to say Mike Tyson. Every bit of me wants to say Mike Tyson's going to win. I mean, I know this. I still, even at 60 years old, I don't want to step into a boxing ring with Mike Tyson. But I just have no idea what sort of physical shape he's in and what his reaction time is. Like, every part of me wants to say, though, like, he's a fighter. Like, and have you ever met old guys who have, like, crazy strong handshakes? Alright, sounds good, Kaylee, but I would still talk, if you have, like, any hopes or dreams of building some sort of business of your own, I'd at least talk to your tax preparer and just let them know what you want to do and ask them what's a way that you could just start building into it. I mean, you have 3 years that you can go without your business really being profitable before the IRS even cares. So, well, if you lose the bet, you might have to leave your kidney in Reno. I mean, so I'm not really big on the whole celebrity side of things. I'm definitely not going to be paying to see it or anything like that. All right. Sounds good, Kaylee. If you know what's going on, that's fine. But just like, just keep bigger things in mind, you know, and because you can always start stuff too, and you don't have to write everything off either. But I'm sure your tax preparer knows the ins and outs of everything, what's going to work best for you. So, I got a hand gripper that I leave in my car now. It's like both for stress reduction and to build a firm handshake. All right. You got one too, Jaeger? This one I grabbed from Goodwill. It was like $3. And it's like adjustable, so. Yeah. Like, at least do some research, Kaylee, because you may get to the point that your child tax credit can be actually, even if you lose it, you might be saving more in the other taxes and stuff too. I'm always finagling taxes to like first of all, you don't always have to write off everything. How's it going, plane? Doing well tonight. We're sitting here looking for an order. We're gonna hang out here at least till at least through halftime. Not that I'm expecting a Grassi Raid Part 2, but yes. So I don't know if that actually came the first. It was so all the gifted memberships came from Rick. I just don't know if you got it from that first night or if you got it. He gifted 5 more the second night. So I'm not sure the breakdown of who got gifted what on what day. So you got it for a month. At least that's my understanding. I don't think these gifted memberships automatically renew after month, or else the gift giver is on the hook forever. Rick gonna be broke. Okay, it could be like it. I don't know how it all works, but I know he did it, and a bunch of them popped up or whatever. So, but you're in. You've got a membership for the next 28 days. Yeah, that's what I figured it was. One month for free, and then you can renew if you want to do that. So, but yeah, while we're sitting here, you guys can let me know if you are a member, what sort of perks you guys want. It's really slow with deliveries out here tonight. I want to turn on Earn by Time, but it's just not even an option. So it's like either been not an option. Firm handshake. But yeah, so now there's not even an option to Earn by Time tonight. It's like every good thing about DoorDash is they just managed to make it disappear. Oh, we don't have much at all tonight. We got our $11 came through from Uber Eats. And then, let's see, what did we make? But a couple different shifts here. They're like $41 in almost 3 hours. It's just been just dead. It's been not necessarily dead in my town, but just nobody's sending me good orders. So I've ended up sitting around doing a lot. So I need a good weekend. Yeah. Oh, it's been rough. I mean, I wouldn't normally be out at this point in time, but we're here. We're here for the football stream. I'm going to stay through halftime. Yeah, Jaeger said it was slow. Lisa said it was slow for her. She went home early. It's slow. I mean, I haven't sold anything on Amazon today. It's just been, let's see, haven't sold anything on eBay today. Yeah, I just need a good weekend. Is that what's going on with the light? Because I've noticed that, because like my light is not flickering, but then it's flickering here. The side hustle strobe. Well, we just have punt number 7. All right, we're up to 12:22. We're looking for 8 more subs. Hey, we can get Grossi rated again, right? I know he likes to find new streamers every time, but he likes us. He likes hanging out with us. He's visited 2 of our lives this week. Actually 3. So Sunday night, and then he came in for the 1,000 sub stream, and then he also came in and Grossi left us a huge super chat. I don't know if you guys, I don't remember who was here for that, but like 2 nights ago. Yeah, 7-0, 7 punts, 2 missed field goals. It's like the first one to 17 wins, I would think. Yeah, we need a good weekend. But I've got like, I'm gonna be out all weekend. So I'll be out all Friday night, all day Saturday, and almost all day Sunday. Yeah, Grossi actually came back in and did a super chat. Good evening, Rick. How's it going? We are sitting here looking for orders with our strobe light that's not actually a strobe light. Doing well. Yeah, no, I mean, it's really cool because not only did the Grossi raid happen, he came and hung out with us on this 1,000 stream, and then in addition came back another day and then did a super chat. Like, I was just like so blown away. I mean, just to give you guys perspective here, we're at 1,222 subscribers. Sunday night before the raid, we were at 781. We've almost added 500 subs this week. Like, all from the Grossi raid. I mean, just like absolutely phenomenal, the influence. And then I followed it up with a thank you video, and so then my thank you video, I found out, got posted in the Grossi Discord, and so a bunch of people have come over from then too. Of course, they're not probably going to be hanging out with us right now, but we've seen them pop in at other streams, and so All right, so, oh yeah, wings are good. I actually had buffalo chicken tenders for supper tonight, and we had some extra biscuits in the fridge, so I did one chicken tender I did with like Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce, and the other one I did with buffalo sauce. We still have buffalo sauce left over from that giant chicken platter that was chicken platter catering order that was canceled on us a couple weeks back. We're still going through the sauce. The chicken's long gone. AJ Brown with another reception. But I haven't had good wings in like a long time. Alright, so we're hanging out. We're going to hang out through... Oh no, not the car repair stuff. That's a bummer. What's broken? What needs to be fixed? And what's the damage? If taking it to a mechanic, that's like almost certainly like $300 to $500. Alright, they're talking about the raid. Does anybody follow Grassi to know how often streamers would, like, because I know he's always looking for people that he's never rated or hasn't rated in a long time. So I'm assuming we're gonna have to wait quite a few weeks before we would get rated again. But I'm here for it when it happens. So I think maybe we'll see some people. We might see some of our new subs on Saturday for college football, because I don't think Grassi covers much college football. So Uber Eats finally sent us something. $2 for 5 miles. We're gonna pass on that. All right. Yeah, no, I agree, Savage. It has been really boring. One spark plug, one ignition coil. Have to replace all 6. Yeah, so I'm hoping that maybe we'll have we had a really good, was it NFL? A couple weeks ago, before the Grassi raid, we had a really good stream. Yeah, no, I like this Commanders team. Commanders and Lions, they're 2 of my favorites to, I'm not really fans, but like, it's just fun to see some new and different teams. All right. Eagles first down, driving here near halftime, minute and a half left. Up. Fifth flag of the game. I think Grassi put the over-under at 13 for flags. Yeah, exactly, Plain. It doesn't matter. The Bills have the division wrapped up. There is excuse me, there's no realistic hope of anybody winning that division other than the Bills. So at this point, let the Bills win. There aren't many. We went through the schedule earlier. There's not many potential losses for the Chiefs. There's only 3 games that I think would be the spread would be like 3 points or less. And this is the most likely one I think that they could lose. So yeah, let's get that loss. $53 seconds left. Incomplete. 3rd and 8, 47 seconds to go. So we're going to hang out downtown here, probably through halftime, and the orders are dead. The game is slow. First and goal for the Eagles. 4 flags in the game? Okay. Second and goal from the 4-yard line. We'll see too. Here's what I wonder, even if we don't get an official Grassi rate, I wonder if some of the Grassi posse will still come over us. Yeah. Yep, 653 million, and just a few years ago it was valued at 7.1 billion. I don't know. These apps they're in trouble. They're all in trouble. Look, they're not just lowering base pay to make more money. They're lowering base pay because they can't afford to pay it. They don't have a good business model. Here's what I'm going to tell you the business model that I think is they just need to provide drivers. These companies need to get out of having people order through the apps and instead get to like, and DoorDash is dominating both of them. Like, doesn't like 60 to 70% of all orders go through DoorDash? Anyway, all these apps, they just need to go through and just be contracting drivers for restaurants. And then they could set up the infrastructure for any restaurant that doesn't have the capability of doing online orders. They could provide that software. So you could be like, okay, your Cheesecake Factory. Really? Well, I do feel like I get better Uber Eats orders than some people do. Old people like Uber Eats. I get more Uber Eats orders in the winter than I do the rest of the year. Young people like DoorDash. Old people like Uber Eats. But I think these apps just need to provide drivers. And you could do it, and they're probably way overstaffed. They're just paying. Their whole business model costs more than what people are willing to pay up for. And whether you want to say people are, it's the economy, or whether you just want to say people aren't locked in their homes, so they're just not ordering stuff regularly. All right, we got a field goal. 7-3, Washington, 19 seconds left in the first half. Yeah, I think this whole idea, it just really feels like the end is near. Could be savage, but there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to be home for that, because I'm literally sitting here, which is fine because I'm streaming, so it gets like, in terms of like talking about like, well, dollars per hour on, well, yeah, like if I wasn't streaming, I would be home right now. So kind of have to take some of my hours with a grain of salt here. Yeah, I think you're probably right. But it does feel like, just in general, the volume of orders is down. And the number of drivers is going up. There's too many drivers. There's not enough orders. All right. So the Eagles trying to make a little progress here. They're at the 48-yard line with 11 seconds and 1 timeout remaining. Just had a nice little play. 9 seconds remaining. Second down. Let's see, can they do it? They need to get maybe 15 yards here to get into field goal range. I don't know who their kicker is. Maybe even 10 yards. Let's get a first down here. First down. I can't see it. No catch. Or do they call it a catch or do they not call it a catch? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to my house. We're just hanging here for the grassy raid. I don't even know if he would rate a vertical live stream. I should probably do no catch. Okay, we're still doing it for fun though. Because what I'm wondering is, will some of the Grassy Posse who subscribe, because we've gained a couple hundred subscribers, will some of them come hang out with us for halftime for a few minutes, even if we're not part of the raid itself? Going into halftime. No catch. He searches Commanders versus Eagles, so he might see us, but I'm not expecting a raid tonight. But the Raiders are ready to go. Oh, Savage, you should have left your stream on at least through the Grossi raid. Because maybe next time do that, because $14 for 16 miles on Grubhub. Yeah, so have your stream set up. Make sure you have team versus team as your title, at least as part of your title. And then make sure you don't have subscriber only mode on. Because if it's subscriber only mode, then he won't raid you. And then you want to make sure that, like, at halftime, you're on. They're saying the current guy is clueless that they're raiding. I'm watching the chat. So a lot of people, like, he's saying, like, nobody's even there. Like, they're not even on camera. Like, there's people missing out on this potential opportunity. So sounds good. Then he raids all the primetime games. So Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night football for sure. And then sometimes he covers games like Sunday during the day, and I don't know about those if he does raids there at the same time. And then there's like somebody in the Grossi chat asking him to raid him. So it's kind of... We raided you last week. Was that me? I wonder if he found me. You can always raid us again, Tom. We love you, Tom Grossi. $3 for 11 miles on Uber. That's like the best we've seen. Someone's. Don't put on subscriber mode only if you want to be rated by Grassy. Come on, Grassy. We're here for you. Even if you have it on, like for the mainstream, I mean, if you're sitting at a computer, then you can just moderate it. That's fine. Like, we don't even, I have mods now, take care of most of the things. But even if you, Chase W, the election is over. You're a little late on that one. You're a little late on that one. We don't do specific politic talk in here anyway, but all right. I like how people come in with like their like preconceived plan. Yeah, so he got me on the Sunday night stream. And I wasn't even, he's literally just looking for new creators and creators that don't have subscriber mode only on. So, I mean, we only tried twice. We tried last Thursday, and Plain Shark super chatted, but super chatted too late. And then on Sunday, came back and did that again. So, yeah, so Batman, so here's the key things. One, have away team versus home team as your first 3 words of your stream. Make sure you don't have subscriber mode only on. Make sure you stay on through all of halftime. I mean, he's on raid like number 5 or 6 here. He's going to try to get one more in. So, those are the basic tips that I can think of. So, and then I would say maybe you might have better chance if you're on a horizontal live stream versus like the vertical that we're on tonight. I said he's doing it every stream on Sunday, and he's doing 3 streams on Sunday. So, Savage, if I were you, I would just parallel, if you're trying to get rated, but you got to be ready. Like, you actually have to have a plan of action. They're going to try one more? They're going to do one more. Come on, Grassy. One more before I head home. It's not us. Our numbers would be going up already. All right. Well, I'm going to move at this point. I'm going to head towards home. We are at 12:23. I doubt we're going to find 7 new subs. Doubt we're going to find 7 more subs here in the in the next few minutes. But the Will Smith slap, I don't know how much of that stuff is all just planned and staged, and I don't know. I don't get into too much of that celebrity stuff, but I just feel like they always have to have some outrageous thing has to happen at these like awards, because nobody cares about them otherwise. I'm so like disconnected from the movie scene, from the celebrity scene. All right. Well, they're done with the raids. We are gonna drive home here. We're still looking for 7 subs and 3 more channel members. So, if you're watching, you want to contribute to either of those, we would certainly appreciate it. If not, we will be back. Plan is, well, I'm talking to my family about maybe doing a family stream. We haven't done a family stream yet since we hit the 1,000 subs and all of that. So we might do a family stream on the way home from school tomorrow if everybody's in a good mood. If not, it'll just be another supper late night stream. Hopefully there will be better orders than what we have seen tonight. But we are at 1,223 subs, which is actually still pretty crazy to me that it's a 4-digit number. But I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out with us tonight. We do tend to pick up a handful of views after every Grassy stream ends, because people are on and they're just kind of still like looking for stuff, and our one video right now is just very thoroughly in the algorithm. And when somebody's got 700,000 some subscribers, and then your link gets posted in their Discord, it gives you a nice steady flow of traffic. We'll just put it that way. It's been really fun. I don't watch any TV shows right now. No, like if I have any time to watch TV, it's almost either going to be like cartoons with my kids or sports. That's about it. I honestly couldn't even tell you The last show that I watched was like on a regular basis was Survivor a couple years ago. And it was just so unwatchable. And I love Survivor. I watched it like since the very beginning. I remember all the way back from the very first season, like watching stuff. But they just kind of lost me with how they were doing stuff. So, no, the primary thing I watch is I watch chess videos on YouTube. Chess Vibes is my favorite chess content. And the funny thing is, like, I enjoy watching people play chess more than I enjoy playing chess myself. So it's kind of funny. But it's like that'll be often what I watch, like as I fall asleep at night. So the last great TV show, though, even though like the ending was a little rough, but Lost. So I love Lost, and the cinematic score, yeah, chess. I know it's really weird. I've been teaching my kids, and they're getting pretty good. It's very strange, but I find it very calming and relaxing. I like to try to guess the moves they're going to play, and then I always am totally off on what the best moves are. So I'm like a secret chess nerd. Yeah, Magnus Carlsen. So, yeah, Chess Vibes. He's really good. Because and then Sadistic Tushi is kind of funny. His talk is a little edgy, but he's funny. And then Gotham Chess. Commanders just kicked a field goal, but got a flag on the play. All right, well, we're going to wrap up the stream here, I think, pretty quick. I'm almost home. Got the apps turned off at this point. All right, Commanders are good with their field goal the next time. 10-3, back to a 7-point lead for the Commanders here. So we're on the road to 4,000 watch hours. We need roughly 800 more. 900 more if you don't include what's pending. But if you have not seen my two most recent videos, the one is like the most viral video I've ever had. I don't know if it's really considered viral, but it's viral for me, which is what really happens when Tom Grassi raids your stream. And that one's been very, very popular with the Grassi posse. And then I also have a video of 4 life lessons we can learn from watching football. So that one could use a little bit of help. So if you've got a couple extra minutes before you go to bed tonight, wouldn't mind watching, commenting, liking that video as well. I do think we can get some momentum on that, so some of our new subs can kind of do that and hop on that video. It's been gaining some traction, and it's just kind of like, it's our serve, learn, grow, adapt, but it's skinned with football and uses like some classic football plays. So and like the reason why I gotta pause this stream right here. Like, this is like the most recent comment I got on that video, and that's like, this kind of gets to like why I'm doing the things that I'm doing here. They said, "These are great videos, been struggling lately, and you've been a breath of positivity for me." And this is someone who's, you know, I don't know if they came from the Grassy raid or not, but you know, it's just been a, you know, there's people out there who need encouragement, and so I want to try to do my best to share the love that was sent to us and keep the positivity, keep the encouragement going. So anyway, that official title is, hold on, I'll read you that one. 4 powerful life lessons from legendary NFL stories and comebacks. So that's the most recent video, and then the one before that, what really happens when Tom Grassy raids your channel. That video is closing in on 10,000 views, and just for comparison's sake, the most viewed video I have up until now is like, how much can you earn as a Grubhub driver, with 6,000 views, and how I made $600 in 24 hours, which is 5,800 views. So this video has achieved almost 10,000 views in 3 days. I posted it right after that Sunday night stream. So if you haven't seen those, that would explain a little bit where people are coming from on the channel and how we're bringing people in. And so we want to, obviously, I'm not trying to compete with football coverage with Tom Grassy. That's not what we're trying to do. But if we've got people who want to support us, we want to also try to figure out ways to provide some good content for them as well. So anyway, that's what we've got. We're ending the night at 1223 subscribers and 7 members. So thank you all for being a part and hanging out. And the plan will be to go live at some point in time tomorrow. That's not exactly sure when, but sometime tomorrow we're going to plan on going live again. So with that, oh yeah, I'll give you watch hours for this stream, because that's always fun to share with you guys as well. We had 22 watch hours on the stream, 12 peak concurrents. So 437 messages. So thank you all. Appreciate the support. Thank you for all the likes. Like, I didn't even really push the likes too much. Still end up with like 25 likes tonight. So appreciate you guys. And we'll be back soon. So have a great night.